Every Thursday, we throw a dart at the map of Alabama and we hit the road. Last week, a kid at the park in Gardendale, as you can see here through the dart. You saw that in our last half hour. That dart landed near Hoover and led us to the world's shortest professional pianist. Well, doctors once said that John Michael Ogletree wouldn't live past 25, but instead, he spent his life proving he was never meant to play small.
There are many things I can't reach, lift, or do without the assistance of others. But I am very grateful for the chance to share my story. My name is John Michael Ogletree, and I do things my way.
His way.
3'8" tall.
And if you spend even a moment with John Michael, you start to understand what that really means. When did you first realize that the world may see limits that you didn't think existed?
Oh, right away.
This a world that wasn't built with him in mind.
Here's your baby, it's a boy, and he has dwarfism.
And in that moment, a family got answers and a lot of questions.
The main question that my dad had when I was born was, God, why? My birthday is September 3rd, and he just was led to John 9:3. The works of God might be displayed in him. And what a direct answer to why am I made the way that I am.
When did you first have a piano or music in front of you? How old were you? And kind of take us through that part of your journey.
Sure, I was 3 years old. I just started sounding out chords, and so the day after my 4th birthday, I formally started lessons at Samford University.
And from that moment, he wasn't just hearing music, he was seeing it.
It's a weird gift called synesthesia. So in addition to hearing music, I actually see it. You could just play it on your phone, and I would see the music and just be able to play it.
Nice job!
That was a good one.
For John Michael, it's numbers, patterns. That's wild.
This is like a huge calculator, basically.
By day, he's a CPA. By night, a piano man. Physically, what kind of challenges did you have to overcome to play at the level that you do?
I was born with 2 dislocated ankles. I have to use some type of mobility device. I have arthritis in both of my hips. So the whole 10 years I took at Samford, I never could touch the pedals.
So he adapted, learned to hold notes longer.
And then reaching from one side of the piano to the other is also a tremendous challenge. I will lean over here and I'll catch myself from falling off the bench.
All right.
I improv everything. I don't play the same song the same way twice.
And maybe that's the part you feel the most.
As you overcome adversity, it almost gives you a lens in which you see life differently.
Because in a world that wasn't built for him, he still created, not just music, meaning.
I was equipped with a gift that can coincide with dwarfism to make that purpose come to reality.
And he did it his way. Such a great story. And I want to tell you another fun fact too. John Michael Ogletree appeared on season 12 of America's Got Talent, and he told me that Simon Cowell once said something that he will never forget. Your talent's not just incredible because you're 3'8", it's just incredible. And that just meant the world to him. As always, stay tuned for next week as we hit the road to a new destination.